Let's start with. There's no chill in the music world, man. Let's start with the singles.
This is rough.
Been to War, featuring Godfather of Harlem, Swiss Beats, and posthumous DMX.
He just died, yo. Like, come on.
Come on. Yo.
Can a man get a break?
Like, I mean, this is one of those things where it's tied up in, like, it's one of these Starfuck collaborations.
It's because it's from a film, exactly.
Like a thing on Epic TV. It's like it's a TV production film. And yeah, it's fine. Everyone gets like literally 1 or 2 bars total on there.
Right.
But just like...
It's just, damn, dude, chill.
We need to have like a month, like, grace period. And we should really call that the amazing... we should call it the amazing grace period.
Wow, that's so on the nose. Jesus Christ.
You should have a 1 month amazing grace period.
And then the industry can just go ham and be like, all right, let me do this, and this.
Or just like a month after
posthumous pop, dies, baby.
We don't talk about it. And then, yeah, like literally 30 days at 12:01 a.m. afterwards, you just
release everything.
And also, we have an entirely different thing. We have Whatever Tomorrow by Chet Faker, an artist who hasn't released music in so long, Sean almost forgot about it.
Yeah, really. I think his last album's in 2014. He released a couple singles before Whatever Tomorrow, I think last year or so, which I have heard as well, and they're decent. But going on to Whatever Tomorrow, I like it. It's a fun, like, kind of slow, alternative, indie song, and yeah, ticks all the boxes.
It's a slower evolution of the kind of lo-fi-ish early 2000s, I mean, early 2010s alternative, sort of similar to Alt-J, I guess you could say. But it's done in a really nice way. Yeah. Chet Faker, yeah, he really just kind of owned the early 12-13s kind of like alternative space, especially as it got more like synthy, as opposed to the more rocky aspects of things. So it'll be interesting to see what he comes out with later this year. We've got to confirm that there'll be an album out later this year.
Pretty sure there will be an album.
And yeah, there have been some singles. Low was one that came out a while ago.
I think it came out last year.
That.
I don't know, we did not.
We shall see. And lastly on these singles, we have Arcade Fire's single they've released on Headspace. Headspace, as you know, and we're not going to say too much about them because they're not paying for that sponsorship. They're a meditation app.
Yes.
To help you with like guided meditations and things like that. Well, apparently they commissioned Arcade Fire to include like a 45-minute song called Memories in the Age of Anxiety.
Ambient piece.
Yeah.
More or less.
It gave us a little bit vibes of M1A1 by Gorillaz.
Yeah, the intro of it before it goes wild.
Which is, the intro portion of it, because that is not a very ambient song by Gorillaz.
La 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 la. Hey, think of that. Think of like you're meditating and you just have Damon running around on stage yelling at a microphone in your ears and you're like, well, I guess I can't meditate.
I mean, it gives me like Duncan Trussell Family Hour kind of vibes, but like that's pretty much where it is. The only 30 seconds or so you can hear of the song is like from Arcade Fire posting on Instagram or whatever. You will have to get a Headspace subscription if you really want to hear
45 minutes of Win Butler. It's a lot of Win for my life.
That's more Win Butler than a lot of women have been able to get. So there's that. Thank you that's the singles for this week. Let's go into some of the plugs. Make sure to check out our playlist, 2021 AF. We are adding new music to it every single week of some of the best, albums or songs from albums that are coming out from this year. The link for that is in the description of the video or the podcast that you're listening to. So check that out. You can help grow Audioface by following us on Twitter at AudiofacePod, on Instagram at AudiofacePod, or by subscribing to us on YouTube at youtube.com/AudiofacePod. All of those things, any little bit of interaction helps get our show in front of the eyeballs of more people. So we really appreciate that little bit of help for this free podcast. Hit follow on Spotify, subscribe, any of those other things you're doing in Apple Podcasts. Those things help. Bonus episodes. A lot of people like our bonus episodes. I got another compliment from another person about the Doom episode. That was really good. So check those out. We just dropped one on Caro Benito with one of my filmmaker friends who's made some really cool like videos for viral things on IG and in gaming and stuff. We dug into Caro Benito because they got an EP coming out next week. And I like doing these bonus episodes about like little random bands here and there because I wouldn't think that much about Caro Benito. But then going into this like hour-long deep dive of them, I can understand how like there's a lot of like world building and like ideation and creativity that goes into making a kind of band that you don't see from a lot of bands. And you start to appreciate it when you do. because there's a lot of it when you don't. More on that later. Check out our past bonus episodes on Daft Punk, like we mentioned, Doom, State of Music 2021. We've got some really exciting ones coming up this year. I think this year is probably going to be our best run of bonus episodes so far.
For sure.
Meanwhile, on the Power Report side, I just released a new episode where I spoke with someone who is really well-versed in immigration policy and all those different things about what Joe Biden's new immigration policy and platforms do right and what they do wrong, plus some comments on America's like being just the gun nation, apparently, because we have a new mass shooting pretty much every time we record this podcast. Actually, more often than that. But yeah, that's Power Report. That's the politics stuff. Check that out at powerreport.world. Thank Dan, it's Friday. As I've been saying, it returns May 7th. And yes, again, thank you, Peter. This is mastered and done by Dead Music Productions. They're making it sound better, and we're constantly tweaking it to make it sound even better. So thank you, Dead Music Productions, for that. Follow them on Instagram at deadmusic666. Woo! Plugger Roonies. Okay.